Teenager, who spat at London bus driver during Covid-19 lockdown, arrested. He tried to pay his fare with a bank card but it would not process. The bus driver was spat at after telling the teenager he could not travel on the bus unless he paid using an alternative option.
Here's a summary of the article.
A teenager who allegedly spat at a bus driver in southeast London during the coronavirus lockdown has been arrested. The 18-year-old suspect boarded the bus at around 1 a.m. at Broadway, Bexleyheath on March 25. Police said the bus driver was spat at after telling the teenager he could not travel on the bus unless he paid using an alternative option. The suspect was arrested on suspicion of common assault and taken to a South London police station, where he remains. An investigation was launched by officers from the Met's Roads and Transport Policing Command. Bus CCTV also provided an image of the suspect which was identified by Met Police. Chief Inspector Dave Monk, of the Met's Roads and Transport Policing Command, said, "This is a vile crime at any time, but is even more abhorrent given the concerns around the risk of contracting coronavirus."
This post received a score of 45,000, with an upvote ratio of 92%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Who spits at people?
Llamas and British teenagers.
Lol, which a which?
They're the same picture.
Yep.
Is that the keeper for Manchester United? David.
That's an alpaca. You're thinking of the goat.
Bit of a stretch given all the great keepers out there today. Even within United I would argue Schmeichel is more goatee.
Dirty little cunt.
Described perfectly.
Got nothing to do with COVID-19. Spitting at someone is assault or attempted assault if you just spat in their direction. God knows what he's got and or could give to someone else via bodily fluids, but COVID-19 wouldn't be the first thing I'd worry about. Arrestable and chargeable offense, no matter who it was or what for. I find it atrocious that police have to carry spit hoods to put over people's heads to stop them spitting in officers' faces when they are arrested or in custody. And for a bus fare being refused? How ludicrous.
Charges for spitting on people have massively escalated over here, and the assault charge is much more likely to be successful and have a higher fine.
There are also many degrees of battery, depending on the seriousness of the attack. Simple battery, shoving someone, versus with a deadly weapon, shooting someone, with other levels of seriousness in between. The charges have different names in different jurisdictions. I could see spitting in today's world as being an aggravated battery and carrying a harsh sentence.
I'm sure the concept of mens rea, or state of mind, plays a major part as well. If you spit on someone knowing you have HIV, then you can be charged with attempted manslaughter, I would think. If you spit on someone while not knowing that you have HIV, then you can't be charged with the same level of offense. Unless the prosecution could somehow prove that there was a reasonable reason why you should have already known you had HIV. In that situation it would probably be aggravated battery or involuntary manslaughter.
HIV is not transmitted by saliva. High school health class taught me you'd have to drink upwards of a gallon of an HIV-positive person's spit to get the disease. Not sure if that's 100% accurate, but there's no way an HIV-positive spitter could be charged with attempted manslaughter. That's just ridiculous. Source: CDC says HIV not spread by saliva.
Seems like a reasonable response from a well-mannered child.
Let's hear from the proud parents.
Fuck all you little shites.
Who are you calling little?
It's gotten big now.
Spit on it.
Right now where I am, transit is free and people enter from the rear doors. Every other seat is covered to promote social distancing and no one can sit within about 8 feet of the bus driver. Bus drivers have a difficult job in the best of times, why not be protecting them right now? This cheeky little cunt deserves a beating, but I feel like it could have been prevented.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.